all over social media in America.
Yeah, man. One. Yeah, man. So I've seen a video about this FBA stuff, debate between a guy named Zanu, a guy, an African from the continent from Benin, Yoruba or something, or maybe I see Yoruba, I think, and versus Anderson. Anderson is a Swedish name, man, or Denmark. His master was maybe a Swedish people, but anyways, man. So let me show you a bit about what this thing is a bit about. This is Tariq Nasheed saying people stealing their culture because I guess everybody around the world are seeing hip hop as their culture, man. I didn't know it, old folks who are into hip hop using that as their culture. But anyways, man, let's skip. let's skip. FBA fact check Frank Sanu lies on Black Americans. This guy it was, and this other guy was making a video review. Yeah, Afro elite. The only Afro people in the world are Africans. If you're not African, how can you be an Afro? Just saying. And the people who were brought into slavery in 1526 were enslaved Africans. That's what is stated in the papers, man. Enslaved Africans brought to America in 1526. You are not African, you are FBA cleared. Foundational bug broken American. Because you were bug broken on the plantation for a long time, nigga. So I guess you're mad. Be mad at the one who did it to you. And the story, I saw some guy say, no, picnic is something from your. No, nigga. Back in slave days, they had Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch came from Suriname, from Brazil, from Wild Coast. It was called Wild Coast back then. Brazil, Suriname was called Wild Coast. When you went there, you was never coming back. That's what they said back then. But anyways, Willie Lynch letter. Go and read that. Before Willie Lynch letter, they used to pick a slave after church on Sunday. After the slave masters went to their church, praying to their God, whatever God it was, whatever they say is up to them. But after doing that, they would go walking around. If they seen a Negro walking alone, they will grab him. They will pick him out. Pick a nigger. That's how it became. It was their fun. That's why you have picnic, is to have fun on the countryside. They used to pick out a lonely Negro from somewhere and lynch him and burn him alive. That is the real pick a nigger of America. If you don't know those stories, don't go and take the colonizer slave master story and try to apply those stories, man. Otherwise, you are a slave just like those FBAs who clinging on to the slave master, tethering off the Native Americans. Because to tether means to cling on to. They are clinging on to the slave master to give them reparations. I am Maroon. I was never on a plantation. If you had read, even from your slave master would have told you that even when boats arrived and in America, many of the so-called Africans jumped away. They ran away into the jungle. Even that, after the Dutch came there, they said the Portuguese left my people behind in the jungle. The runaway slaves are those who came from Bakabusi there, from like they call you, some of you runaway niggas over there, backwoods niggas. They were living close to the city. I don't live close to the city. I live 500 years apart from these people. My people had an agreement, a treaty from 1620 and 1760 that we were supposed to stay 10 hours away from Paramaribo, from the plantations. That's what we know. That's what 500 years. That's why I say these people from the plantation, they are not my people, because they have other gods. My God is not their God. Their God is from the whatever. I don't know. It's up to them. I know if your God is not my God, you're not my people. That's how simple it works in my culture, real culture. I've shown that in the last video. Go and check out the people in Benin playing the same music, dancing like my people doing in the jungle, in the Amazon jungle in South America. Yeah, they call each other to say, hey, you need to play the music like this and dance like that. No, we have our own language. I've shown you that African from the continent came into the jungle to a place called Adampai and was talking and Kumanti and Kumasi Chui with the people with the people over there. My grandmother and those people, they used to speak those languages. They're getting lost because many of the Maroons, so-called young Maroons, after the war, there was a war in 1986. Bouterse Brunswijk. Brunswijk was a runaway Negro. He ran away from the plantation like 200 years ago and to come and join the Maroons. He went to the city and stole $80,000 from Bouterse government. And then Bouterse used that to come into the jungle and wiped out the whole village together with those Native Americans. All those people trying to link my people with Native American, it will never work. Those are for those Bakabusi negertjes. It will never work. All those Bakabusi Negroes, backwoods niggers so-called, and from the plantation with them Indians, they were called at zwarte jagers, black hunters. Go look it up. I've shown you this many times. That they are different and all those stuff. Here, this is the Netherlands. This is American tether here in the Netherlands. If you want to use it, he's clinging on here. Maybe he's here to eat the broccoli. I forgot how you call it, the broccoli that you think is soul food over there. You see, this Frank Zanu, so he speaks a lot about this thing, about these things, man. So you see, a man's value is determined by his wallet. If that's true, then Bill Gates has the right to do whatever he wants in the world because he got money more than anybody, and Carlos Slim. If that's your thinking, money is your god, so be it. That's why I'm saying that when you speak out here, even Frank Sanu should not be here speaking about Africans or black people. He should speak about his house, not even about Benin people or Nigerian people. No, you speak about your bloodline, what you know personally. If you want to say black people did not build anything, maybe your people did not. Did you go to my people in those days to know who was building and who was not? I'm just saying. But what they meant was on a global perspective, that wherever you go, a few black people might make it, but most of them will be, because my group, my Maroon group over there, with a so-called tribe, nation, is right in these days is about 200,000 or 150,000 to 200,000 in the jungle. Those other Negroes are from the city. Those are Bakabusi Negroes, and many of them were in the army with the Caucasian. Just like these Negroes. Even the Haitian Revolution. It was committed by the so-called soldiers who were in the army who were Africans and were being mistreated, they said. And then they committed mutiny. My Maroon is not dead. We were already there. If you the African even could go to America with their own boats. But even if we would discard that, when the boat were arriving there, Africans would jump out of the ship and get away. When we arrived there, even fights broke out and niggas got away. Even those things are all written in the books. And what they're trying to do is write Native Americans together. They were not together with my people. Never. They hate my people. Bouters hate my people. Nigga, are you sick? Native Americans don't speak my language, nigga. City Negroes don't speak my language. We don't know them. We know them as enemy. Zwarte jagers, they were there with mixed Negro Sambo. They are called Sambo. Those are the black Indians, Sambo, Negers, and like Bouters, he is a Sambo. And then you had some of those plantation Negroes called Bakabusi Negers. That's why they don't. We have 6 tribes. Let me see if I have it here, man. So we can see the tribal names. We have 6 tribes. The tribe I'm supposed to belong to is called OKHANO. That's why I write OKHANO. The white man came and said OKHANO. You see here, 1526, enslaved Africans arrived in what would become the United States, led by Spanish explorer Lucas Vazquez. The Ayilong, establishing the short-lived colony of San Miguel de Guadeloupe. You see, in present-day South Carolina or Georgia. It was named San Miguel de Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe is the Caribbean. Guadeloupe is still there. 1526, and this FBA took it and placed it on Tariq Nasheed placed it on like it was him. Nigga, it states enslaved Africans. Even your reparation is about Africans. And everybody wanna step in. The Indians, what? Nigga, Indians had slaves. If you are together with the Indians, I know you are my enemy. That's why I'm telling a lot of most of these Bacabusi Negros like, you are the arch enemy. They were together with those Indians and Sambos and the so-called colonizers, white men. There is no white men. They are called Caucasian. Lebanese had slaves in Suriname. The Sephardian Jews had slaves. Yeah, Lebanese had slaves also in Suriname. Before Israel, it was called Jode Savannah aan de rivier. And no, Israel aan de rivier. No, Jerusalem aan de rivier. It's translated Jerusalem at the river. That was Suriname, Wild Coast Suriname. Yeah, when my people was there, there was no Dutch people there. They came there later. There were English people. That's why I speak more English like Guyana. Then they had a war and they split it up in British Guyana, the English versus the Dutch, and the French Guyana. That's why you have 3 Guyanas there. That used to be one. And they came and they split it up just like they did with Europe and then Africa. Here, Europe used to be North Africa, nigga. They came and changed it just like they did in Africa. They split it up so that the Africans cannot become a unit. You see, it stays enslaved Africans. So you're not Africans. You are these Negroes are literally Negroes, children of the colonizer. The children of the colonizer who killed my people who were fighting against the Maroons they want reparation. Me, my people, real Maroons, we don't ask for reparation. We don't have no Dutch name like Brunswijk has. That's why you can know he's a runaway Negro. My name is Djalis. You know, my grandfather, his name is Abuyu, just like in Nigeria. I have family of my grandfather who I never met are in England with the same name from Nigeria. Just saying, the other side are Akang. The people living there speak an Kumasili language, Yoruba language, and Igbo. That's why you got Paramar Igbo. Nigga. Just saying, when you come out here and think, yeah, we're gonna use the 1526 caution. That's why I was telling you, you're not Maroon, nigga. All your shit is stolen. And you coming out saying, they're stealing our culture. What you consider to be culture is not culture, it's made up foolishness. These dances I'm showing is dances from beginning of time, designated by our God. If a girl is 14 years old, she's supposed to be able to cook, braid hair, do all those things. When she's 18 or 20, she gets a cloth on her middle I don't know how they I don't know the name of the it's called gipangi or something like that. The girl will get it when she's 18 or 20, so she can be able to go to her husband's house and be able to cook and do all these things. Otherwise, you're not regarded as one of us. They will tell you, you have no culture if a girl cannot do those things. If you cannot hunt as a man in my bloodline, you are not considered one of us. You have no culture, they will tell you. Just like they tell the so-called enslaved Africans there that you have no culture because you were stripped of your culture. That's why you're looking for reparation, right? Is it true or not? Nigga, when you come out, no, you have no culture, nigga. Your culture is colonizer culture, like rice mat palm and this Anderson guy said, yeah, we used to jump over a broom. That's from Ireland, from Europe. In Europe, they do these things, jump over a broom when they get married. It's from your slave master, just like your chitlins soup and all those things. These niggas gone mad, man. They have gone mad. Let's see it if I got it. See it here? It's written in Dutch. See, the says Maroon stammen. And juga OKHANO. That's why you will see I write OKHANO. OKHANO comes from the colonizer. But the real name of my people is OKHANO. You have Paramakano like you have here. Saramaka. The ka is Kano. Is supposed to be OKHANO is supposed to be Paramakano, like Mexicano, Africano. That's how it's supposed to be. But these people, the colonizer came there and they wrote these things. So the enemies of my people who fought my people for 500 years, they come out and start writing about my people like they were there. Where is science? Don't you know you need to use science? Who of those guys were there to see me, my people with are you sick? These crazy sick people are coming to say, hey, you are there with the not me, nigga. Those people who were with the Indian was the Bakabusinakers at Hollandse Kamp. Are you sick? Go to your own Are you sick? The arch enemy of my forefathers, even in 1986, the Indians, so-called Native Americans, came there with the Negroes, who are not my people, from the city, from Bakabusi, with Bautasa, and they killed a whole village of my people. Because we are not the same race. They know that. If we were the same race, they would not come and kill my people. They would kill their own people in the city, because it was be considered to be the same. But they know that we are not the same. Their God is not my God, and it will never be. Their children are not my bloodline. My children of my family here are not their bloodline. Nigga, that's the real talk. And they know it. The fight was there for 500 years. What they doing is like FBA stealing other people's culture. The only tribes we know there is Njuka, like Ndika. If you go to Nigeria, you see even there Ndika. Like my name is Ndiyale. You see, it's not made up craziness. We're gonna name ourselves this thing. We have culture now. If you have culture, why are you asking people for reparation? You lost nothing. What is your language, nigga? Just don't talk so. You see, para Makano. These are the tribe we know. See, Boni, like Ebony. If you go to these Boni people, you'll see that they escaped from the plantation. Many of them, these Aluku Negroes. That's why even in North America, after slavery, they brought many of those so-called and fake FBA, broken Americans to Suriname. Many of them escaped also into the jungle, and that's the story that the colonizer is keeping. Like, their children supposed to represent me now. They are sick. You are cursed, and cursed shall thy be with all your children. They know it, nigga. There is no fucking forgiveness for what you have done to my people. Never. I say so, nigga. You will go to Kakanaki there and go together where you need to be. In your fucking grave, nigga. You are a cursed people. I know so, nigga. You see, these are signs kenmerken Maroon culture. You see here? And this is the enemy writing these things. You see? What they think my culture is supposed to be. Als tamaling van tot slaaf gemaakt. Yeah, those who were made slaves from my tribe, the Negroes, the black hunters would come into the jungle and grab my people and sell them to the white man, the colonizer. And we would go there and decapitate all those Negroes. That's why they are enemy till today the day. Go ask them. Go ask the Bakabusi negertjes what the fuck kagwan. These fuck niggas would come into the jungle with the white man and then capture my people and bring them to the plantation. And now coming, yeah, those one, they were never slaves. If they were slaves, why do I have the Treaty of 1760? Why do I have my own language? Why do they have 6 tribes over there? We don't know you niggas. Those who think they know you or say they know you, go to them, you are cursed together. Those two join hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Those two join hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Remember that, nigga. You have no God. That's why I know you have no God. When you come out here and start lying, in my culture, in my bloodline, we know you are nothing. That's why you have to go out and steal like the colonizer was doing, because they had nothing in Europe. Nigga, that's the real talk. Let's see a bit about what these niggas were saying, man.
That's what I.
Those are two different things.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
pause.
yeah,
this pause. One. Can we say? Can we look at what somebody said in the comments?
Indeed. Let me pause this one here. This is a guy interviewing this girl, and you will see what happened. That someone in the reaction section will say, and European hair is better hair than African hair. That's the mindset of these people. That is a Negro. That's why I'm saying they are not my race. Where I come from, we're not with that sleek hair stuff. You have to be sleek hair, you have to be white, and all these things. That is Negro stuff from the plantation. We don't know that. We are 500 years apart, and we consider them, me and my bloodline consider them enemies, because they have killed my people. Even in 1986, they were trying to kill my people. Because where we live is all the gold. They have nothing but slavery. Their history starts with Suriname. Suriname started in 1873. Even when we existed in Suriname with our land and Juka land, the Netherlands didn't even exist. There was no England. England was called Albion in those days. Yes, Albion. Nigga. All these things, Netherlands was called Batavia. Y'all too stupid to come out here and think it's a Babel. It hate Babylon. You think you're sophisticated by saying babble. No, babble simply means bubble, and that's what children, a baby do. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, it comes from your and your slave master, you foundational buck broken asshole. Let's see it, man. So you will see the mindset of these people. If you have African features, you are ugly. If you have a European features, then you are beautiful. That's their business. That's why I'm saying they are not my race. We don't know those things. We defeated your colonizer and you together. Because to me, you are black hunters. You killed the slaves. Everyone of my race who was in slavery was brought there by these city Negroes from Bakabusi. Even when the ships arrived in America, they said some would come from North America, from Curacao. Many of the Africans would jump out the ship and escape into the jungle. Even that. It's even in the colonial master books they're writing all these things were taught in school. Now they're trying to change it. The Native Americans, but they never. Geen bakabusi kakaneger and Native Americans think all those niggas were killing my people and they are cursed. I say so, nigga. Crazy. My God is not your God. Your God is not my God. That's why I'm able to say so, nigga. These niggas were killing my people to get favor with the colonizer. That's why it's their own children. So fix your shit over there, nigga. We don't know you as our race. Let's hear it, man.
Said, this girl looks half white. That's why she has nicer hair. That's what I.
Those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white. That's why she has nicer hair.
You see that? That's a city Negro. They have a saying in Paramaribo in which they say,
nicer hair.
You need to go and open your color. Yeah, ga je kleur open, and that means you need to go and sleep with white men to get light-skinned children. That's Negro, that's backwoods niggers. Bakabusi negertjes. If you go to them, you will see that they all take Indian women and those women because they don't want to be African. So leave us alone. And what they do is they have children with those women and try to steal my culture, like the music I was playing from Benin, and try to say they made it up. Just like Tariq Nasheed, they are zielig. They have no fucking soul, nigga. If you think soul is playing soul music, you're even more stupid than I thought. You are babies compared to me. Not even babies, because when I was 3-4 years old, my grandfather was 72 and I had brain enough to hear and listen what he was saying. Let's hear it, man.
Shine light on maybe the bias that you have that I don't know. That's what I.
Those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white. That's why she has nicer hair.
Yeah.
Nicer hair. Shine light on maybe the bias that you have that I don't know how time you saw a woman with hairy legs, it's not that
you can't
much,
see it,
but occasionally, yeah. And I want to point out, that the comment you just made did seem a bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Seem a bit what? Those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we say
to a woman straightening her hair or putting on a straight hair wig? I think those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Shine light on.
And what many black Americans are doing now is saying, the Jamaicans do it too. The coolies brought it there, the skin bleaching. Yes, the Indians want to be white. They are bleaching their skin in Bollywood. Indians are black like the... from Australia, the Aboriginals from Australia. Many of those coolies are Dravidians. That's why when you say you are the black man, what is those Dravidians and Aboriginals supposed to say? Are you darker than they are? You dumbo. Black is a color and a status. If you know nothing, you are a child, you are in darkness. Yeah, you are a minority. You mean your mind is too small. When you have wisdom, it's called wise. He is a wise man. Wise mean white. That's why the colonizer Caucasian said, if anybody is wise on this planet, it's supposed to be me. So I am the wise man. That's how the name came, white man, the pure man. Because if you're pure, you know the truth. Are these people pure? Thought so. Are they not the one who are paying everybody to kill everybody? Those same people, your Caucasian went and paid these bakabusinekertjes to come and kill my people, and they took the money just like Tariq Nasheed took the money. Let me see if I find that part in a minute, man. When he was saying there is a big bag for that. Yeah, let's see. So you hear the mindset. These people, to them, the colonizer is their god. And they are mixed with the colonizer on the plantation. So they are allowed to be that. But you're not going to come around and try like, yeah, I'm African too. And no, the only Afro we know on people on the planet are Africans. Even if you're on the North Pole with the Afro, they will say there is an African on the North Pole. How do you know he's got an Afro? Oh, it's an African. That's what we know where we come from. You know something else is up to you. Black Pete is something here the 5th of December. Black Pete came from Africa, from Spain to here. Maybe you are Black Pete. Maybe they stole the name from the buck-broken American and named these people Black. Balakamang is in Paramaribo, Suriname. Go there, you stupid. These are the most stupid, dumb people I've ever encountered, and I don't mean this in this video. It's Tariq Nasheed, FBA jack off shit. But this one is leading over to those things. I'm just giving you a taste of how these people think. That's their mindset. If it doesn't come from the European, it's not good. That's why after slavery, these Bakabusi Neger, the backwoods Negroes, they went to my people and told them we're supposed to come and live with them in the city. Are you sick? You said they were raping you there, killing you there, and you think I want to be like you. That's the same thing like the FBA and James Small was saying. We are the most powerful black people on the planet. You're not black to me, you're not. To me, you are the white man. And I mean it real. Go to my people in the jungle and ask them. The village I've shown you, no white people allowed. It means Negro. In those days, a white man was a Negro. If he was mixed like that girl sitting over there, that was a Negro. Nigger? That nigger over there is an African, because in the foresight he is non-broken. After he speaks, the way he speaks, if he's colonized, they will say, oh, he is a Negro. Even in North America, Negro is a cuss word. For my tribe, if you say that nigger is a Negro, it means he has no culture. He doesn't know how to behave. Nigger? He doesn't know his history. He's lost. And everything of these people is smash and grab and violence. If it's not violent, yeah. Let's leave it at that. Let's hear it.
Maybe the bias that you have that women should shave their legs.
So
wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white, that's why she has nicer hair.
Yeah. Let's hear it, man. Yeah.
Nicer hair. Shine light on maybe the bias that you have that much. I don't know how last time you saw a woman with hairy legs, it's not that
you can't
much,
see it,
but occasionally, yeah. And I want to point out, that the comment you just made did seem a bit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Seem a bit what? Those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we say
to a woman straightening her hair or putting on a straight hair wig? I think those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Shine light on maybe the bias that you have that women should shave their legs.
So I don't think grooming can be compared to a woman straightening her hair or putting on a straight hair wig. I think those are two different things.
Okay, wait, pause. Can we look at what somebody said in the comments? They said, this girl looks half white, that's why she has nicer hair. Nicer hair. What is
so that
what does that mean?
So that is associated, they're basically saying that European hair looks better than black hair. That's kind of what they're
what is
so that
what does that mean?
So that is associated, they're basically saying that European hair looks better than black hair. That's kind of what they're subconsciously saying. I don't think
that's exactly what they're saying.
Right, but we got to think about like what is nice hair. Like people equate nice hair with like looser hair. The tighter hair, like mine, they don't call my hair nice hair. So
yeah, which is wrong.
South Africa, 51 million black people. 2.8 million white people arrived and built that country to the standard of a European country. Then the people started bickering. They said apartheid was the reason.
So this is Frank Zanu. I don't agree with his stuff he's saying, or I have, like I said, I have my own culture. What he's saying is up to him. But what I'm saying more is, don't come out here and speak we black people or we Africans. When you do that, speak about your own bloodline. But he's doing it on a more educational base, so I understand a bit what he's doing. Like globally, he's viewing it from a global point of view. So I understand what he's doing, but I mean, when you come out here to speak really, like you're representing somebody or something, speak about your own home, really home, like your house, your bloodline, direct bloodline. In my culture, you're not allowed to speak on other people's bloodline. Let me see. You see, like these tribes, if I'm an OHKANO and Juka, I'm not supposed to come here and speak about Saramaka. I'm not supposed to come here and speak about Matawai. Unless they have done something to me, even then I have first to go to the Kabiting, the captain, or the Basiya. They have a Basiya, that's the announcer, the speaker, and then you have the Kabiting. He works with the Gramang together, and if they find it necessary, they will tell the Gramang this and that has happened and try to resolve it. After that, if it doesn't get resolved, they will have a Grand Krutu where everybody can come like a courthouse and say what they need to say about the matter at hand. That's how it works normally. When you see me come out here cussing out people, many of those people where I come from, they will say, he's got no culture, the same thing they're telling you, but I know why I'm doing it. I know why I'm doing it. I know my rights. I know my status in my bloodline. Yeah? I know my status in my bloodline. When I speak here, I speak according to my bloodline, my house. I don't speak here for black people or Africans or anyone. I'm speaking about me. Nigga, that's the difference between me and you niggas. So when let me play Frank Zanu. And so for people not to come out here, you agree with Frank? I don't agree with anyone but with my God. The God of my grandfather, grandmother, mother from beginning of time. That's what I know. The rest y'all saying is foolery to me. Yeah, your God will never become or be my God. You cannot be a Christian and become Muslim, or you are a Christian, or you are a Muslim and you become Christian. And where I come from is impossible because my God is real. Yours is fiction, so keep it over there. Let's hear it, what he's saying. He was saying something about South Africa. I don't agree with this point, but whatever. Let's so we have an idea how this guy thinks a bit.
The black man was poor in South Africa. So the majority, 51 million black people, were waiting on 2.8. In South Africa, 51 million black people. 2.8 million white people arrived and built that country to the standard of a European country. Then the people started bickering. They said apartheid was the reason the black man was poor in South Africa. So the majority, 51 million black people, were waiting on 2.8. If blacks believe that they can build South Africa, Mandela wouldn't waste his time in prison and all these things. He would have simply said, you know what, let's have a BSA, Black South Africa Republic. Let them cut off white South Africa and let's compete. No, they wasted their time asking the whites, just allow me to come to your beach, to your clinic, to your schools. Then 2 years ago, the white man said, just wait and see. We are warning them that...
That's what I mean. This part I agree. That's why Maroon live in the jungle. That's why I'm telling you these people are not my people. They are not even my race. We are 500 years apart from plantation Negroes. We don't know them but being the enemy together with the Indians and the Sambo and the colonizer so-called white men with the Lebanese and the Safardine Jews who are there, so-called Jews from Spain. They were coming into the jungle killing my people over there. They all together. Nigga, and today the day I am Maroon to you not, and you will never be. You are the arch enemy, and that is what you will be, you and your children. Forever you are cursed. Nigga, all these things you see in my video is from my bloodline, my family. Nigga, prove all things. Right now, even if I go into the jungle to my people, if my people see my movies here, they will say, hey, look, one of us is there on the television. Because they will see the signs in my video even. You dumb jack off. Everything in this video I write, it belongs to my bloodline. If you don't understand it, we don't give a jack. We don't recognize you as anything. Nigga. Maybe that's what you don't understand. My bloodline, we don't recognize any god of anyone. Get the jack on Your God is kakabi kaka to us. I defeated the slave master, not you. All these stories, losers from plantation and the slave master who lost the war, they want to write books what happened. Get the fuck on, nigga. You are a born loser and that's what you're gonna be forever, you and your children. Let's leave it there. And that's for those fake faggoty ass niggas who thinks they gonna write Maroon stories. Get the fuck on, you're not my race. Nigga, I say so. Go, yeah, let's leave it there.
Managing the country is not something anybody you can just do. 32 years ago, they gave the country back to the blacks. I was there in 2022 to speak. They are now having load shed. Electricity can't stay on. Water is not flowing. Roads are cracked. Airport is breaking down. The Durban train station is finished when they gave it to blacks.
That's normal because they didn't learn how to do those stuff. They were colonized for 200 years or something over there. That's why when you tell these niggas you have no culture, if they said, oh, okay, if I have no culture, what is supposed to be my culture? Then you would point them out, oh, your name is, you speak Ebonics, right? You see those people over there? They are called Igbo, and this other group is Igbo, but they are really the same. Go over there and you will see your people, they will speak a kind of patois, you will understand it. These niggas, no, I have culture. No, if you have culture, why asking for reparations? And those who are enslaved Africans. Not enslaved Indians or whatever the fuck niggas think they gonna try pollute. Never, nigga, will never happen. You will stay and be cursed like you're supposed to be. Let's move to the next video, man. So here is a part where we was in the studio with some guys and this Anderson guy. Let's see it.
Dog, a foxhole. Right. Only fox can dig a foxhole. Right. Only rabbits can dig a rabbit hole. So lions can't. So why would you say, is there a reason a lion can dig a foxhole? No, there's no reason. It's a lion.
But those different animals. We talking about humans.
Lack of breadth of experience.
Humans are different, my friend.
Not having the experience is a reason. And again,
okay, so maybe we have not had the need.
1 year ago, bunch of FBA brothers, all of these lies that he's been telling about black people, specifically foundational black American degeneracy, is gonna get thoroughly squashed.
We don't recognize anything called foundational black Americans. The black Indians there are called Sambo. Their fathers are Africans and their mothers are straight hair and the Native Americans from Canada. That's not you. You are a child of the slave master. You are a soldier from the slave master. Your name is Black Hunter. On Curacao, on the islands, they call you Bounty. That's why in North America you have Bounty Hunter. That's why you have a Jamaican rapper and a toaster called a Bounty Killer. It's supposed to tell you that he's supposed to be a Maroon. Because that's what Maroons used to do. Go to the plantation and destroy everything. These Negroes were together there with the Indians in Hollandse camp. These niggas camp from Bakabusi is called Dutch camp. Holland camp of the Dutch. There's the place these niggas come from. If you go there, you will find place like Berlin from Germany, Groningen from the Netherlands, Haarlem here you will find New Amsterdam. All those places are in South America and Suriname. The Savannah, Lebanese stuff. Those are the niggas who are there together with the Caucasian having slavery and Paramaribo. Even they will tell you what they try to rewrite it now and say on Sunday the Safardine so-called Jews used to give the slaves free day to whatever. It's their business. You are not my people. You're not my race. Get the fuck on. And this thing about not building anything, the so-called colonizer white man will never let you surpass him. Yeah. They work with zero competition. It's called zero competition or something like that. There was a guy speaking on it also. It's called zero competition or something. That's why they are attacking a country like Iran and North Korea. Because they don't want them to have anything if you don't want to subdue yourself to them. Nigga, that's what Frank Zanu does not know about America and this side of the world. Maybe he knows, but he sees it different. But these people, they will never accept anybody surpassing them in life. That will never happen, nigga. Because they view everybody else like less. If you're not like them, you're supposed to go away just like the FBA is. That's why FBA is like, if you're not acting like FBA, you need to go away. You're supposed to go and smash and grab when they doing it. You're supposed to be in a gang. Otherwise, you're not down with them. Well, we don't want to be in gang, nigga. We have culture. We have things to do when we wake up in the morning. We don't have no time to go and attack people because they are Chinese or because they are Jamaican. We don't have that time, nigga. We are 500 years apart. You're not my race. Even most of these guys are mixed with something else. My people, my race in the jungle don't consider you to be our race, nigga. You are a traitor and a treacherous people to my people. You are in the army of the colonizer. Go and look it up. Zwaartejager, Black Hunter. Bounty Hunter in North America. Bounty on Curaçao. Nigga, go look it up. Redimusu is your name in Suriname.
Freedom is dead. We're coming to get our check.
And this jack-off here is saying he's gonna debunk everything. But what he's gonna say is that he's gonna show how Frank Zanu get awards and Africans and Jamaicans got awards, and he's mad about that. But he's saying those people are jealous. Who is jealous if they getting awards and getting money and you're not, and waiting for reparation? You want handout for what happened to Africans 500 years ago. That's how stupid these Negroes are. And look at this nigga. Look at this jack-off. Afro elite. Only Afro on the planet is African. You cannot. How are you? American are not Afro. Native Americans have sleek hair. Come with the proof that you were there together with the Native American. The only African American of America is me. OHKANO. Yeah? It's not you. I've just shown you my tribes. We have tribes in Suriname, in South America, just like in Africa. Those other tribes, they have their own king. Nigga, they have their own language. These people are beyond stupid. But I brought the Nike. He brought the Nike. Nigga, even if you had hip-hop, who is selling hip-hop around the world? Who make hip-hop popular to other people? You? No. Your slave master plays you on television and use you to make their money, just like you are picking cotton on the plantation. You went and made music and they gave it to Eminem. Eminem is god of hip-hop, not you. Even that, and you stole it from the Jamaican Cool Herc and those guys. And you, yeah. You are a sad people, man. Foundational buck broken. Exactly.
Welcome, my brothers and my sisters. I'm your brother Afro Lead. We got something to talk about, all right? I'm glad that you all are here with us this evening, because we got to get through this. We got to squash this, all right? We got tethers who are operatives.
You see? He already began with the KKK tethers. Those are just like they used to tell them, and you stupid backwoods nigger, you man-tan, you buck-broken faggot. That's how you boy. That's what they trying to do now with other people, because they are hurt, man. Butt fuck. Let's believe it. So these guys are the KKK in black skin. Nigga? I told you this, they were fighting my race in Suriname for 500 years. They will go and take these niggers from North America and bring them to Suriname, even after slavery, to be an army in Bakabusi. Go to Bakabusi and find Hollandse camp. Look for Hollandse camp. You will see Indians, Sambo, mixed black Indians, and Negroes from the plantation who are in the army. Nigga? That's the real talk. Let's hear it, man.
Others who are being paid to sow.
Just like no lion.
1 year ago. But welcome, my brothers and my sisters. I'm your brother Afro Lead. We got something to talk about, all right? I'm glad that you all are here with us this evening, because we got to get through this. We got to squash this, all right? We got tethers who are operatives, tethers who are being paid to sow seeds of division and dissension against our lineage.
You mean like there is a big bag for that, like Tariq Nasheed said in my last video? Let me see if I can find that video quick, man. Let me see if I can find it where Tariq Nasheed is saying, there is a big bag for that. Don't you know they told me if I come out here and cuss out the immigrants, I would get money for that? There is a big bag for that. Let's find it quick, man. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, I seen it here already. I think it's this. Yeah, let's see it immediately before
all
we
over
discuss
social media in
stupid
America.
shit, man.
There's been a lot of
Yeah,
discussion taking place
immediately.
about the so-called
Because when you come out,
FBA,
these
the
people
social
are so
media movement.
stupid.
that is at the moment creating a lot of stir, a lot of disturbance, and it's
They
causing a lot
think
of
they can
discussion.
come out and lie like
A
that,
movement
man.
that's been largely
They're
founded
beyond stupid.
by and
Let me
pushed
fix it.
by
Where is it?
Tariq
Oh yeah, I've seen
Nasheed.
it here. Now
Now,
I have
Tariq
to
Nasheed have
put
a
the
very
sound.
interesting and very colorful history.
Yeah, let's
He
watch
came to
this for
light
a bit.
around a good while now, but his background is one which I think he used to write and promote about pimpologies.
There's a huge bag for that.
Came to light around a good while now, but his background is one which I think he used to write and promote about pimpologies.
There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that.
We have an identity crisis. Now I want y'all to listen to this.
You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? And I'm talking about especially a person like me, as black as I am. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants.
What did the PSYOP, CIA, FBI, Negro, Bakabusi Bok, Broken Jack off said? I thought you said other people, the Caribbeans and Africans got money to come and cuss you out. Let's hear it again. Let's hear your part, what you say.
Is gonna get thoroughly squashed.
Rights of freedom is dead.
Welcome, my brothers and my sisters. I'm your brother Afro Lead. We got something to talk about, all right? I'm glad that you all are here with us this evening, because we got to get through this. We got to squash this, all right? We got tethers who are operatives, tethers who are being paid to sow seeds of division and dissension against our lineage, our ethnic group, okay? And
Black is not your ethnic group. Black is from Black Piet from the Netherlands. Go look that up. Black Piet, Zwarte Piet, man tan. Your ethnic group is a made up shit that nobody is going along with. It's a fantasy. If you, yeah, let's say.
by them doing that, they mess up what we're trying to do for the future. They mess up reparations. I want it to be understood that when we
And this is what I don't understand. James Small said these Negroes supposed to be so strong, but they are begging for money, man. You've been out of slavery now for 120, 150 years. Yeah, the white man is destroying everything. That's why many of these those Negroes, they went to Liberia, and Sierra Leone to go there and build their own stuff. Nigga, you are tethering of the white man. You are Klingon, like you used to do on the tree when they used to pick you. What you're doing now is saying for the Caucasian to pick you. Well, they have picked you already, man. Pick a nigga. They used to pick you after they went to church and pick out a nigga and hang him up. Pick a nigga. Pick Nick. Yeah, yeah, let's leave. Let's hear your full.
get these tethers checked, when we fact check this stuff, we're doing this for a reason. Why are we doing this for a reason? You have to think, because the dominant society, the opposition, the oppressors are doing this for a reason. All right?
You heard what they said? The dominant society. So this nigga is recognizing that the white man colonizer, so-called white man Caucasian, is above him and his people. I defeated them. So how can you compare yourself to me, nigga? Bug broken jack off. You sound like the white supremacist. These tethers, man. They taking all the... And you tethering of American Native Americans land? You tethering of the name of the Afro people of Africa, because only Afro on this planet is an African. Nigga, name yourself American and it's done. See, you have that 1526. 1526, it were enslaved African who were brought into San Miguel. I've just shown you that in the beginning of the video. That's how stupid you and your race is, nigga. Because you are not our race. At least not mine. You was in the army of the colonizer for 500 years. That's where we know you from. That's why we know you are bug broken, fucked up the ass for 500 years, thinking you a gangster going into jail wearing dresses, doing the same thing over a smash and grab. The Bloods and the Crips, man. That's your culture. Kill a nigga. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Miss Jack of stupid ass Negroes.
There's a huge bag for that. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that.
And Mac Daddies.
We're all doing this for a reason. These tethers are not just hating to hate. Some of them are. Some of them really do hate. It is a lot of jealousy. Don't get me wrong. It is.
You see, he said there is a lot of jealousy, and then he will go to name all the awards Frank Zanu and those Africans and Caribbeans have been winning, while he's there for 400-500 years winning nothing. Who is then a bitch? You a bitch nigga who they took you lunch at school and now you're crying for 400 years. That's why you had to steal movie like 1804 from the Haitian. Who is tethering of the Haitian? Tariq Nasheed is selling Haitian movie and Ogun juice from Nigeria to make money. These people are beyond stupid, man. That's why the white man said Negroes are stupid. But I was here in the university and I'm thinking, why are they saying that? Because I'm outsmarting all these jackoffs on the essays and all those stuff. Till I saw these Negroes on the plantation on the internet, like, oh, the same Bakabusi Negroes from Suriname. Beyond Bakabusi, stupid, beyond stupid, stealing everything. Right now, if they see me with the right red, white stuff on, they will go and steal it and put it on and go and scam someone that they are your race. That's why they had to come up and make up a race. We are the foundational broken Americans. Take the black off it. Just be American, because that's what you are, nigga. You are the one who bombed Hiroshima. Were there black soldiers in the army who bombed Hiroshima? Of course. Nigga, were there black soldiers in the US Army in Afghanistan? Of course. You see, just like your forefathers 500 years ago being in the army of the white man, so-called colonizer, because they are not white. White means to be wise. Just leave it at that. They are called Caucasian, but you're too stupid to know these things. Let's
A lot of jealousy. But these people mainly, especially the ones you see just mysteriously kind of just pop out of nowhere. Let's think about this. Who knew about this guy 2 years ago? Who knew about this guy 1 year ago?
And nobody still knows about you and Tariq Nasheed. Your movement is an internet movement sponsored by white supremacists that Tariq is saying here. Let's find it again.
And very colorful history. He came to light around a good while now, but his background is one which I think he used to write and promote about pimpologies.
There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that. We have an identity crisis. Now I want y'all to listen to this. You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? And I'm talking about especially a person like me, as black as I am. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. There's a huge bag for that. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? There's a huge bag for that.
You hear little Negro, Afro, fake elite, fake Afro elite, because you're not Afro. Afro are Africans. You're not African. You are a child of the colonizer. Get the fuck on. You are stealing everything. Do you make Afro beats like those guys? Thought so, nigga. Go and straight out you hear, just like the video I was showing in the beginning. Yeah? Because you're not my race. Just saying. The movie you stole, the Maroon movie, go and put it back. You and James Small and this jack off. You're not our race. I say so, nigga. Let's hear it.
All of a sudden, he has a pretty decent sized profile, just kind of out the blue. Interesting, right? Now, for us here, it takes us years to build this program. It takes us years to put time in, money in, all of this stuff. But notice...
Yeah, because you're stupid. You've been in America for 400-500 years. What have you built? Yeah, after we build it, they destroy it. So you're not man enough to protect your own women and your own house, nigga. You are a weakling. You are buck broken. That's what we saying. You have no culture. You have no backbone. You have nothing to lean on but the slave master you tethering off on, nigga. and stealing everybody's culture. The Egyptians were black. Yeah, they're supposed to be the black Americans, man. The Israelites were black. Hey, that's supposed to be us, man. Went there and stole the Lion of Judah from Jamaica, brought it to North America, and you started there like it was ever yours, like you are ever our race. Get the fuck on, nigga. Yeah, bitch, caca. Let's hear it.
How when you speak against foundational black Americans, when you speak on behalf of white supremacy, notice how instantly their profiles blow.
And that's a guy saying tether to foreigners is speaking about white supremacy. That's how stupid these Negroes, dumb niggas are, man. This nigga was just saying tether, and they got that word tether from the white supremacists. Ask them. They will tell you they don't know what these words mean. They were not allowed to read for 400 years. I have my own alphabet, like I showed you, nigga. My alphabet is the only alphabet in the Western Hemisphere. From Maroon, OKHANO. Go and look it up. Nigga, you bitch caca. You ain't shit, and you will you listen to this nigga. There's when after they see that Tariq Nasheed is a fucking racist, they think they can save it like this. No, nigga. Nobody has compassion for the next George Floyd or the next hanging of your people, nigga.
What?
You stupid ass.
Overnight. It's not like they were known before. It's not like they were recognized or figures before or anything like that, or even really had a viral moment like that, or an organic viral moment.
Because the white man was pushing your music on MTV. Were they playing African music, soukous and high life and Afro beats on MTV? No, it was hip hop because you are their children. Were they playing Maroon music like Aleke and Awasa on MTV? No, it's forbidden. It's even forbidden to bring African culture into Paramaribo. Go ask them. Nigga, they lifted that in 1990 or 1969 or something. You're not allowed to have African culture in America. You jack off. These people are really... I have my culture because I defeated your master, nigga. They have to sign a plea. They have to go to Africa and get someone from Ghana, OKHANO, to go to Jamaica, and they signed there with the Jamaicans, and they brought Jamaicans who were speaking African language to my people so we could understand each other. We don't speak your language. These Dutch people came there after my people were already there. That's why I speak English patois like the Guyanese and Saint Martin, Barbados. Everywhere in the Caribbean, you see they speak English patois. Just like the Igbo, they got their own patois there, even in Nigeria. Even Sierra Leone, don't you see a lion on the flag of Sierra Leone? They are Americans. Sierra Leone people were brought from America to Africa. They were together with the people from Liberia. Josh Weah, his people. Nigga, that's why one of those guys was called Charles Taylor. You stupid. Let's hear it, man. These niggas are that's why, yeah, let's hear it, man.
Just blew up. Now he's all over the place. But what if I told you he's been set up and planted in the community? And these are the tethers that commit the biggest sins. These are the people who commit the biggest.
You are right, nigga. Let's see the biggest tether. The American tethering of the white man. Because they have no culture. Yeah, your rhyming shit is from Jamaica, is from the plantation. Go back to Shakespeare. Nigga, let's hear it.
Huge bag for that.
And Mac Daddies, a teacher, a very interested and very colorful history. He came to light around a good while now, but his background is one which I think he used to write and promote about pimpologies.
There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that. We have an identity crisis. Now I want y'all to listen to this. You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? And I'm talking about especially a person like me, as black as I am. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants.
Problems, because these will be the people who an organic viral moment just blew up. Now he's all over the place. But what if I told you he's been set up and planted in the community? And these are the tethers that commit the biggest sins. These are the people who commit the biggest problems, because these will be the people who get in front of a task force, get in front of a commission, get in front of a reporter and say, well, you know what? As a black person, we wouldn't even know what to do with reparations. I don't even want no reparations.
There's a huge bag for that. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants.
You hear that, nigga? That's the tether, American tether, who's tethering of the Native Americans' land and the white man groceries, EBT. He's saying that he got the bag from the white supremacist. He's the black Nick Fuentes. After you've seen my video about you being the black Nick Fuentes racist, you went, no, the whites, no, you're not getting off, nigga. We have history of 500 years where you were in the army of the white man, so-called Caucasian. Yeah, you are called Black Hunter. Go look it up. Zwaartejager in South America. Go read Willie Lynch, nigga. Pick a nigga. Go read Willie Lynch what they... Yeah, let's leave it.
I don't even think we deserve any reparations. We don't deserve... We deserve to give you reparations, all right? Let me play this clip, okay? Just so you can understand that these people are being sent. These people are being incentivized. These people are being funded and paid to do what they do. All right. We still have to deal with COINTELPRO, brothers and sisters. That's not gone away. That's not nothing old. That's just something that they hide a lot better now. And they do it through social media. A lot of modern day COINTELPRO tactics are through social media. So when you see somebody just kind of pop up out of nowhere, you haven't really, nobody really seen him in real life or anything like that. And they're disparaging the movement, disparaging the lineage. And their talking points seem like a regurgitated white supremacist. COINTELPRO, all right? Or at least they're inspiring to be. They're an operative. They're an agent, whether they're doing it for the sake of chaos or whether they're doing it because they're getting paid. Either one is bad. Either one is bad. Let me show you guys this. Let me give you guys a good reminder of the fact that a lot of them are being funded and are being paid. Let me pull this clip up. And I appreciate if you guys are here, y'all hitting that like button already. Y'all hitting that subscribe button. And the notification bell. Oh, that's not the right one. I was trying to spell reparations and tether at the same time. All over the place. Remember this clip? It's a certain point in this clip that I want you guys to think about. Hold on.
Maybe we didn't qualify for the American reparations. Well, here's the challenge. There are so many difficulties with trying to enact reparations, in part because the question is who gets them. Potentially, I could fall into that category. I honestly have called a pipe dream in the past, and I think that's what it is.
Well, it would be nice if there was an elegant, simple solution to all sorts of complicated problems. You're not actually talking about how to fix those problems if you're only talking about reparations. If we're only debating how we're going to parcel out responsibility for something that happened more than a century ago. And we're probably never going to do this. It's not clear to me why we're pursuing this thing.
Is it fair that there's no reparations, no restitution, nothing?
Should the Irish get reparations, by the way? Irish need not apply signs when they came here during the progressive era. I mean, how far do we want to take this down? Are we acknowledging that there are ugly spots in history? Because 60% of the world would be entitled to slave reparations if you wanted to play that game.
Well, here's a fact. Slavery ended 154 years ago. It's been a long, long time since we had slavery in this country. And you have people like my family. I'm black, but my family came to the United States in 1962. My parents are from Costa Rica. Do I get a check?
Now, this one right here is the one I want you to pay the closest attention to. This one right here, all of the other ones are important, but this one is the main important one.
Yeah.
Did a couple of essay contests that I actually won. And I won like NAACP AXO award for this essay and something else. I can't remember another, like I ended up with.
Look at what you see and why. And these niggas speak on this. These niggas are so stupid. He's writing there she's Nigerian, so you can know that he's a xenophobe, like the KKK. That woman there, that's a Caribbean, man. Nigga, you are a fucking racist. We know you for 500 years. It's not because of you fucking fake FBA shit that you're bringing now, nigga. You buck broken jack off. Even if she did something, so what? She's a woman doing her stuff apart from... who care? I don't care about these people saying if somebody should get reparation or not. Who cares, nigga? In my culture, we don't do that because we have God. My God will deal with it. We have a treaty. That's why when a Negro would run away from Bakabusi into the Maroon territory, he had to go to an island for a year before he was allowed to come between my culture. Because we don't know if you come from the plantation slave master who used to come together with them to know where we used to be. Nigga, you are a treacherous people, we don't know you. That's what I'm saying. What she's doing is her business, man. What I'm saying, what I'm making these videos because you stole Maroon movie, like you stole 1804 from Haiti, you stole the Moors of Europe, like we belong, like we are part of you niggas. You're not our people, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Let's hear it, man.
You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that.
And Mac Daddy's teaching
and
young
the
black
essay
men how.
was, do you think black people should get reparations? And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Do you see that? Do you see that?
Yeah, we see that because you said you're not African. Reparations is for Africans who were enslaved. You are the child of the colonizer, nigga. Yeah, even you saying it. And you put here elite like Tariq Elite. That is Tariq Nasheed's name. Tariq Elite. You consider yourself to be elite because you are a child of the colonizer. The enemy, arch enemy of Maroon people in America. The whole war of 500 years in America was against Maroon, my tribe. I know that, nigga. That's why we live 500 years apart from each other. We live deep in the Amazon jungle. Many of my people even live close to a Brazil border down south. These people are beyond stupid. They are just as stupid as Donald Trump, MAGA, who gave him the money, who gave these niggas the money to come out here and do all this foolish foolery. You are cursed, and cursed shall thy be and stay, nigga. I say so. Really? These niggas think they will come out? Nah, man, it was just roasting. That's why I told you. On Sunday, they used to pick a nigga out who was walking alone. Hey, let's pick that one. Yeah, and they would catch him and then hang him on the tree on a countryside and burn him alive, and they would have fun. They would jump around and have fun. Yes, that's why you have the picnic, is to have fun, right? With your family. That's how they used to do with these niggas over there. That's why I don't understand that this James Small think he can come out and say, we were the most courageous. We are the... Not to me, you ain't. To me, you are the arch enemy. You stole my life there, the culture movie you stole about Maroons. It's not you. Maroons have their own language and alphabet and all those things. Your counting of the years on mine is not the same. We count with the moon. Nigga. We have a king, we have 6 kings. All those tribes I was showing you there, they have their own grang. They say grang, but it's Grand is supposed to be like grand man, the highest man of that village or that place. Is a king, nigga. That's why I was showing you that. Jack off. Let's hear it, man.
She won first NAACP awards. Interesting, the NAACP does that. Just to let you know how the NAACP is opposition to reparations.
Your NAACP was founded by white people, by colonizers. Remember Rachel Dolezal, who looks like you, nigga? These niggas are crazy. All your Operation Martin Luther King was with help of the Caucasians. So they could get black people to vote for them. Just like they bring in immigrants to vote for them. All those things are also true. They bring many immigrants because they will vote for the Democratic Party or the Labour Party or whomever is bringing them in. It's just like being loyal to whom is helping you. That's why they doing it. And then you joined up with you got jealous, like when the Uncle Ruckus movie in Django. When the new slave came, he thought it was a slave on a horse. The American Negro went and said to Django, "Wow, how come a Negro is on a horse, man? That's you niggas. How come an African got an airplane, man? How come these Africans are building airplanes and cars over there? I've shown you that. In Burkina Faso, Brazilians are building technical stuff over there. There is 100 million black people in Brazil. Go to Brazzaville, Congo. You stupid, there is Congo people on Jamaica. There is Congo people in Suriname. Yeah, let's let's listen to the. Yeah, I'm just making a video. Otherwise, I would not listen to this, man. Let's hear it, man.
Do you think black people should get reparations? And I was like, no, you didn't work for it.
Do you see that? Do you see that? She won first NAACP awards. Interesting, the NAACP does that.
Exactly. This is why they used to place you on MTV. Because you was not asking for reparation. Nigga? That's what I was saying in the other videos, like they will not play reggae music on MTV because reggae is against same-sex marriage. That's why they got the Lion of Judah. If you go look up Judah, you will see Land of Judah is Africa. It's not your Israelites, North Americans there. Nigga, these Jamaicans were there with the Lion of Judah for ages, nigga. Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Just to let you know how the NAACP is opposition to reparations and are gatekeepers to black success and progress, but
and what you now doing is gatekeeping for the colonizer KKK MAGA team of Donald Trump so that Africans and Caribbeans cannot thrive in North America. That's your problem. That's why you all niggas came out and said Drake was not black. His father is Jamaican, and even in Frank Zanu movie there is a guy who says his father is Jamaican and is mixed with Arab or Syrian or whatever. And he's speaking on black people's behalf, but Drake, who is making R&B now for maybe 30 years, his father is real black Jamaican. He's not black. This guy even look like he's... no, there is red guys like him in Africa, so it could be a pure blood even. So don't worry about the skin color may fool you. You must look at the hair. You can see it in the people hair, in the Afro hair, if somebody is pure blood or not. You must check the hair. We have kinky hair, kingly hair. That's why Tariq Nasheed, that racist, was coming out saying, these niggas have the peppercorn hair. Remember that? He said Africans have peppercorn hair. Because the video I was showing in the beginning of the girl saying they said she got good hair because she looks half white. That's your people, nigga. That's called hoe heet dat ook alweer, man? Minderwaardigheidscomplex in Dutch. The grass is greener on the other side. That's pronounced, that's minderwaardigheidscomplex. You feel yourself less than. And the problem with you FBA so-called black North Americans is that you think everybody who's got a black skin is supposed to lay down just like you did for 400 years. Nigga, no, there is real men out here. You are not Maroon and you will never be, and you can never because you curse for what you have done to the Maroons, nigga. You and your ancestors. Go and ask your ancestors if they were not soldiers in the army of the colonizer. You are a black hunter. You're not our race, nigga. You are a black bush Negro. Yeah? We are Maro. Let's hear it, man.
She won money. She won a...
If you go to Haiti, they have a group there called Maroon. Even in Suriname, there is a tribe called Mawoninge. You see, that's why we say Negro has no culture. Before you say Negro, you're supposed to say the ethnicity. Like Okanisi Nenge, Samaka Nenge. But if you just say Nenge Negro, it means he has no roots. You're too stupid to know these things. That's why we say, when they say you are a Negro, you have no roots. Otherwise, they would name you ethnicity, like I would say, an African Negro, Nigerian Negro, Igbo Negro. You see, that's someone with a culture. That's why you have to pronounce like Zulu Negro, because Zulus have a culture. You see, ik ben OHKANO Negro if I would use the word Negro. You see, but I cannot be just a Negro. That's you, because you have no culture. That's why you came with black, Negro. But black is a color and a status. Wise is just having wisdom, to be smart. That's why the Caucasian took the name and applied it to themselves, that they are the white man and you are the black man because you're stupid and you live in the dark, you know nothing. Yeah, you base everything, if somebody's skin looks like you, they're supposed to be and act like you. Go and smash and grab and starting creating gangs to kill each other off. That's your culture, nigga, if you wanna have a culture. That's your real culture. Go outside and kill another nigga. That's your culture, nigga. That's the real talk you need to face in this life. Let's hear it.
It's not a coincidence at all that these people who are against reparations, against foundational black Americans, against any sort of black progress, against our lineage, and
you have no lineage. Black is a color and a status. Look
every way they can be, get so many accolades and so many awards. Now I want to circle that back. Just that was.
You're trying to force yourself upon everybody, nigga. We don't want to know it. We don't know no fucking FBA. We know African American. That's what we know, nigga. If you don't want to be that, get the jack off. Understand, nigga? There is no fucking FBA, foundational butt broken American, foundational butt broken asshole, foundational butt fucked American. That's more like it. That's what I see, nigga. Let's hear this fucking. Well, let's leave it.
The main clip I wanted to show you guys. The main clip. Now, when we talk about this tether that's just kind of popped up all of a sudden, this information has been sent to me.
Okay, tell us, slave, since he's a tether, you American tether.
Look at, he's gotten a bunch of awards spanning from 2005. He's got awards after awards after awards. He's being funded.
But you said they were jealous. No, you're naming the awards they all have gotten and you got nothing. So who is jealous here if anybody would be jealous of anybody else? These Africans, they build cars. I even shown you where they built, what's that called? This thing they're flying now, man. Whatever, the new one. They building that right now. What are you building? How to place your hand to get money from the slave masters. You bug broken jack off. You like a bitch working on as a whore and you asking the pimp for more money. Cause that's what they were doing with you. If you keeping cow, you are a farmer, they call it an dieren fokken. Yeah. You don't, the language you speak is a Germanic language, you jack off. Yeah. Yeah, let's leave. But you see here, you're naming all the awards Zanu has gotten, and and you're mad because you are there for 400 years and you didn't get any. Yeah, who is jealous here? I thought so, nigga. You are bug broken, nigga. Fix your own shit. Me, my people, we rather live in the jungle and build our homes and we have boats, we have everything, food, freedom. Just like a normal village back in Africa. That's how my people live in the Amazon. Nigga, you wanna be like the colonizer? Well, be like the colonizer, nigga, and be hanged. And yeah, let's do.
Who is behind him?
The same one pushing and paying Tariq.
You think he's doing this just off of the love of doing this? I mean, he's got awards. You can look at Consensus Award, Black History Lecture Award, okay, Black Pride Award, Public Leadership Award, Outstanding Personality, Most Outstanding Personality, okay, Outstanding Immigrant.
This sounds like jealousy to me, and to those who have brains. Nigga, whether you agree with him or not agree with him, you said he was jealous of you. Of what? Of not being buck broken for 400 years? Yeah, he was colonized for 200 years. Africa was colonized. But that was after slavery. That's what you don't know. These niggas think Africa was colonized in the days of slavery in 14. No. Africa was colonized in 70 something, 17 something, 18 something. Those years after slavery was abolished in America, the Caucasian, these slave master went to Africa and started killing people in Congo, like 10 million of them. This king of Belgium and those German people in Namibia and those area. In Kenya, with those and Muslims, Arabs. Oh, still you have Boko Haram over there. That's why Boko Haram is still doing the same thing. Even in Mauritania, you have slaves today. As I speak, in Libya, you have black people in slavery. Lebanese people have slaves in Suriname. Go ask them. With the Safardine Israelis there. You know nothing, nigga. Many of your food you take is soul food is from the Lebanese and this Safardine. It's not African food. Even your music is not African music. If you play your music in the middle of the jungle, nobody will dance. If I play my music in Africa right now, my Suriname Aleke music, they will dance immediately. Say, there is an African here. You see the difference? Nigga, you lost everything because you are buck broken. That's why they said you have no culture because you lost it, nigga. You don't fucking know who you are, what you are. That's why you're going around stealing culture. You don't understand what culture is. You think, yeah, we brought the Nike Air, man. What? You mean the shoes what this Caucasian is selling is yours? You mean the hip hop of which Eminem is the god of hip hop is also yours? And you are a real man? So you have created these things you say, but another man is selling it and making money, taking care of their family. And you feel pride enough, you find pride in there to come and try to attack anyone here on internet. You sick. You are a cursed people. Yeah. Go and let's let's hear it, man.
Who is giving these awards? Who determines who deserves these awards? And you think that these awards and these accolades don't mean a bigger?
What's going on, guys? I am here, and I wanted to talk about birthright citizenship and what's going on with that.
Oh, this was a part of Boyce Watkins. I didn't listen to it very much, man. But I'm gonna skip to I'm gonna leave it at here, man, because it's already 90 minutes that I've been speaking. I had many more videos lined up, but otherwise it will be too much. The Frank Zanu part, yeah, let me do a small part of Frank Zanu still, because he's part of this. He's the reason really why I started to make this video. So let me show a bit. Well, I was busy with that stupid. Yeah, let's leave. Only an African can be an Afro. Yeah, you said you not even you said you have delineated. You're not our bloodline. You're not my bloodline. You're not my race. You have delineated. You were never my race because you are in the army of the colonizer. Go ask your grandmommy and granddaddy if you know who they are. Let's hear it, man.
Have a great day. Now, what it do? It's your boy Jew. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. You heard?
Listen, today's conversation is long overdue. Intellectual class with two brilliant minds that are. Let me start here with Dave. Can you explain to the audience who you are and why you are qualified to have this conversation?
Experience for the past 5 decades. I don't think I need a doctorate, but I got a couple degrees.
Okay.
It's all right. Aside from that, I've been
this conversation.
My name is Frank Zanu, of course, from Benin Republic, West Africa. I have lived in about 9 African countries. I was trained to be a journalist, so I've been a reporter for the Washington Times for 13 years. That allowed me to live in Asia, Europe, Africa. And so now, of course, I live in the United States of America. So I have a link. I seem to be the only bridge who can compare what I know from where I came from and then seeing people that we're taking from that place now. So I can look at the two and be able to spell out the similarities and what the root cause of some of the problems are.
The first topic I want to get into is how do you...
Aside from that, I've been living, baby.
Okay. who you are and why you are qualified to have this conversation.
I feel like my qualifications are I'm a foundational Black American, 22-time best-selling author, radio broadcast professional, husband, father, and liver of the Black experience for the past 5 decades. I don't think I need a doctorate, but I got a couple degrees. Okay. It's all right. Aside from that, I've been living, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
And Frank, can you let the audience know who you are and why you are qualified to have this conversation?
On my case, except this gentleman was the only one brave enough to say, well, look, before
have a unique culture. Let me start here with Frank.
The two, and be able to spell out the similarities and what the root cause of some of the problems are.
The first topic I want to get into is, how do you define culture? And under your definition, do Black Americans have a unique culture? Let me start here with Frank.
Well, I'm glad you used the word unique culture. So yes, I'm sure you all saw the episode, that got everybody on my case, except this gentleman was the only one brave enough to say, well, look, before I cut him into pieces, let me give him a chance to come into the studio and explain, to the audience.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. People say, oh, you're from Benin. And I'll say, yes. And I say, what's Benin culture like? And then I freeze. Because there's nothing like a Benin culture. Or if you're from Ghana, or if you're from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, there is no such thing. But if you...
Exactly. Like I was saying, there is no Dutch culture. Because Netherlands culture is everybody. Because there is Turkish people here. There is, you know what I mean? And there are even Dutch tribes that are different. You have Frisians people here, you have these people, Hunebeddenbouwers, you have these people from Limburg. So just like in Africa, you have tribes here in the Netherlands also. Do you think they view each other the same? No. That's why Putin and Zelensky is fighting. That's why the Hindus in the coolie scales, even in India, Muslims and Hindus are killing each other. Even Pakistanis and Hindus are killing each other. China and Japan was yesterday. They trying to eliminate each other over Taiwan, China. And Cambodia, Indonesia, Bali. Are you sick? These niggas want to come out like, yeah, that's why I'm saying, nigga, we don't know you. We have no time for your foolery. You're like a bitch out here looking for attention. There is no Surinamese culture. Because the Surinamese is a nationality. There is no American culture because there is Chinese American. There is Mexican American. Do you know, if you come out and say, my culture is supposed to be the American culture, it's white culture, the Mexican American will say, then I'm not American. Because my culture is Mexican American, nigga. Do you understand? There is, it's a nationality. Ethnicity is different. If you come and tell me, yeah, what is Suriname culture? I don't know, there is no such thing. If you say, what is OKHANO culture? I can tell you that. If you say, what is Saramacano culture? I can tell you that. If you say, what is Paramacano culture? I can tell you that. If you say, what is Aluku culture? I can tell you that. Because there's an ethnicity. You cannot become Aluku or OKHANO or Paramacano or Saramacano. It's impossible. Yeah? You are too stupid to know the difference between nationality and ethnicity. These niggas think that black is an ethnicity. Foundational Black American is our ethnicity. Is impossible because there is black Hindus, black coolies, and black Australians, aboriginals. Are they not black because there is black Piet here in the Netherlands? Zwarte Piet. So here in the Netherlands, you introduce the word zwarte for the Dutch people, your slave master, right? Because New York is of the Netherlands people here. Of the Dutch people, yes. Your New York is of these Dutch people here. It's not yours. Your Harlem is not yours. It's of these Dutch people here. That is how stupid you are, nigga. That's why now everybody, they came out, we've been saying, Negroes are stupid, black people are stupid. It's because of this dumb American Negro being pushed on television with your death culture. Yeah, we have to be in a gang, man. I'm gang banging, man. That's your culture, nigga. If you want to have a culture. It's not what we know, it's what your life is. You get 300-400 years for committing all these crimes. Yeah, because we are being oppressed, man. Why didn't you go back to Africa just like the Liberians and those Sierra Leone guys? Nigga, you wanna tether off the Caucasian. That's real tethering. To tether means to cling yourself onto something. to hold on to. You are holding on to the Caucasian, your master, because there is no other place better than where you are. That's why Malcolm X was saying, hey, let's leave this place, man. Where is there a better place than here on the plantation? Where is there a better place when you can get food? When these guys were eating pig intestines, chitlins, and we Maroons were eating real meat and fish and making what you call gari from Ghana. My people make gari. Go to the jungle, my people. They will make gari. This same gari is the same stuff these Moroccan people making called couscous. Is a different style of it because ancient Ghana used to be where Mali is, where Morocco is now. Yeah, you don't know shit. Zwarte Piet comes from there, from Spain, because the Muslims were taking over Spain. There was a 80-year war between the Dutch people and the black and Muslims of Spain, Andalusia. Yeah, man, that's why many Moroccans are mixed Africans and Turkish people. The Umayyad. Even if you see Umayyad, I have black Turkish people here, but I will show it another time. Otherwise, the video will become too long. These niggas are too stupid to know anything, man. Don't go and touch my people's stuff. That's what I'm saying. When you was doing all your fuckery, and even with the merge of year, I did not respond. Then you saw my channel with American Maroon and you stole it and you went there and made a movie even about it. You and this stupid Dame Small, like we the same. We're not the same. The white and blue you see in my movie, I've shown you movie about it, even about Airy. All these things mean things to my people. It's my real culture from ancient day, beginning of time. Not a made up shit. Even your Caucasian master, they have no culture, nigga. Understand that? Because they gave away their culture. Their god who used to be Odin and Frisia. They left it and took over. When they went to Egypt and those parts, they met these Yahweh and those black people. That's why you have the Badawi, the Bedouins over there, Badawi, Abid. They went there and enslaved the people and stole their culture. Nigga. That's why you have all those mixed people in Egypt and Gaza. They are Turkish people mixed with African. Just like in Brazil. Go to Brazil, you see the same people now. Because they are mixed, they have mixed the Africans over there with European and native so-called Americans people over there. If you see a Moroccan, it's like someone from Brazil. Let's hear this part, man. And then I'm
you're Yoruba. He said yes.
Culture, and under your definition, do Black Americans have a unique
from that place now? So I can look at it too and be able to spell out the similarities and what the root cause of some of the problems are.
The first topic I want to get into is, how do you define culture? And under your definition, do Black Americans have a unique culture? Let me start here with Frank.
Well, I'm glad you used the word unique culture. So yes, I'm sure you all saw the episode, that got everybody on my case, except this gentleman who was the only one brave enough to say, well, look, before I cut him into pieces, let me give him a chance to come into the studio and explain, to the audience.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. People say, oh, you're from Benin. And I'll say, yes. And I say, what's Benin culture like? And then I freeze. Because there's nothing like a Benin culture. Or if you're from Ghana, or if you're from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, there is no such thing. But if you say, oh, you're Yoruba, he said, yes. What is Yoruba culture like? Then he or she is able to start to talk about it. So there are similarities which I'm going to really explain, and you can see it. So I'm first going to ask, he's been on my show. He's seen my thing. I do not put together that show, which I fund from my own pocket because I just want to say things to make people angry. No, it's because I really care. And sometimes I get frustrated about what I have seen from the continent where I come from and what I see here about my great-great-great-grandfathers, uncles, sisters who were taken away. So African Americans would say,
see, and that is what I was saying to Tariq Nasheed. If he goes to Paramaribo, he will find his people there. They speak Ebonics also over there. They do the same thing. Rob people, kill people. That's the city in Paramaribo. When you go into the jungle, now they bringing that lifestyle into the jungle also. Because they coming there looking for gold. Under the same premise. You know what these city Negroes will say? Man, you ran away into the jungle and left me behind on the plantation. You betrayed me, man. What? This is the fantasy these niggas have. You ran away from the plantation, you went into the jungle, and then you never came back. The same story these so-called black Americans saying Africans never came back together. So these are the stories that the colonizer told them while their ancestors were in the army fighting against my people, capturing my people in the jungle in Suriname in South America, and selling them to the plantation owners, to the Lebanese and the Caucasians and the Safardine Jews who were there from Portugal and those places. From Spain. Yes, that's what they were doing, man. And these niggas wanna make up stories like we were all together having fun. No, it wasn't like that. I know it. We were 500 years apart, nigga. Let's hear it.
Well, you're not one like, yes, I know, but I'm walking past my pocket because I just want to say things to make people angry. No, it's because I really care. And sometimes I get frustrated about what I have seen from the continent where I come from and what I see here about my great-great-great-grandfathers, uncles, sisters who were taken away. So African Americans would say, well, you're not one like, yes, I know, but I'm walking past my cousin, my nieces every day. So what is in my head is what is in their head. And what I'm explaining is something that they must listen to when I say there is no such thing as African American culture. They're like, what do you mean? Well, culture for me is not dance, food, clothing. Those are not cultures. Culture is a worldview. The worldview is what drives people. Their relationship to wealth, to money, to community, to marriage, to family. It's the worldview they have. That's the foundation of a culture. And number two, there is no possibility for you to have a culture without having a language. So if you read most of the books written by brilliant African Americans, the first thing you see, the headline is, the traumatic thing about slavery is not merely changing your environment. The traumatic thing about slavery is not merely asking you to work long hours. The Russians had hard labor camps in Siberia. Many countries, Japanese had it, where people work and they die. The traumatic thing about slavery is one thing only, which everyone has written about. They took our language away. They took our culture away. They took our history and religion.
Exactly. That's why you were asking for reparation, because they took those things away. And when they tell you you have no culture, they took it away. No, man, I still have culture. I have night. That is not culture. Culture is knowing your God from beginning of time.
That is a traumatic thing about being a slave. Now, if they took those things away, so African Americans would say, well, you're not one like, yes, I know, but I'm walking past my cousin, my nieces every day. So what is in my head is what is in their head. And what I'm explaining is something that they must listen to when I say there is no such thing as African American culture. They're like, what do you mean? Well, culture for me is not dance, food, clothing. Those are not cultures. Culture is a worldview. The worldview is what drives people. Their relationship to wealth, to money, to community, to marriage, to family. It's the worldview they have.
Exactly. And for the Maroon is do it yourself. You know, the best messenger is the man himself. That's how my people think. We're not sitting around waiting for these people. No, when they do something for you, they expect something in exchange for it. I have no time for that, for someone to come and do something for me and start asking me, yeah, I did that for you. No, I have no time for that. Go and do your stuff over there. I'm doing mine with the guidance of my God, of my grand ancestors from before, who you were fighting against. That's what I'm telling you. You were fighting against my ancestors, nigga. Let's hear it, man.
That's the foundation of a culture. And number two, there is no possibility for you to have a culture without having a language. So if you read most of the books written by brilliant African Americans, the first thing you see, the headline is, the traumatic thing about slavery is not merely changing your environment. The traumatic thing about slavery is not merely asking you to work long hours. The Russians had hard labor camps in Siberia. Many countries, Japanese had it, where people work and they die. The traumatic thing about slavery is one thing only, which everyone has written about. They took our language away. They took our culture away. They took our history and religion away. That is a traumatic thing about being a slave. Now, if they took those things away, how and when were they recovered?
Exactly. Yeah, we create other one. It's not real. All this Ogong, Shango, that's other bloodline of the Yoruba people. They know why they venerated those gods. Because where we come from, an angel is perceived to be a god because it's a finger of God, is God. If you touch my finger, I will know that you're touching my finger. I can survive without the finger, but if you hurt my finger, I will have to hurt you. Yeah, that's what he means with culture. That's how my people view things. And many people, we also, yeah, your God is over there, that's your business. We don't care what other people are doing. At least I don't. I'm living my life, nigga, with guidance of my ancestors' beginning of time, history. That's what is important. That's why I was telling these city Negroes that after slavery, they were supposed to go back and know where they come from. But they said no. Instead of that, they came into the jungle and told other Maroons, let's go to the city and live like the Caucasian and open our color to get good hair. Like in the beginning, I was showing you the video. They called it the same thing. Even on Curacao, they have that. They have cabeza malu. That's the hair like mine, like a normal African hair, and they have the mixed people hair. You see, it's the same thing everywhere. They have even on Curacao places where they have the darker looking so-called people living there. They have their own quarter where they have to be. It's global, nigga. Even after slavery, they went back and destroyed many parts of Africa, nigga. That's why many Africans, they didn't even know about slavery. When I've seen Africans here told them about slavery, they were like, I don't know, because there was war also over there in Angola, South Africa, in Kenya. Many people of Kenya were taken to India and all those places. Yes, Indians had slaves also, the East Indians. Who is a West Indian? Exactly, Jamaicans and those guys, black people. That's why I'm saying, when you say you are black, there is Dravidian from East India that can comment, Aboriginal from Australia who can say, nigga, I'm black. Are you darker than I am if the race is based on skin color? It's a status, nigga. This white thing has nothing to do with these Caucasian people. It's having wisdom. That's why in the movie of the one movie, it was the wizard was, you heard the name wizard, one who knows all. He who knows what's going on. That's why they place themselves on the throne like being God, and placing you in slavery like being a slave of God, because Jesus and Muhammad are supposed to be slaves of God, workers of God, children of God. They perceive you to be children. That's why they call you minority. You're in the dark and you know nothing, and they want to keep it that way. Nigga, do you think these people want you to know where you came from? let's hear.
So I met a gentleman. I was attending a conference in Singapore, and I met this gentleman who was a Korean sociologist. So we started talking during coffee, and I said, "Oh, I lived in Korea for 2 years when I was reporting." And he said, "Oh, wow!" And then we started talking. I don't remember how the conversation came about when he asked me. He said, "So your country was colonized?" I said, "Yes." And his country, Korea, was colonized by the Japanese for 49 years. And he said, "What did you guys," meaning referring to people in Benin, "what did you lose as a result of colonization?" And I froze and I said, "Whoa, nobody has ever asked me that question." So I said, "Prof, you tell me, and that will give me some idea." And he said, "No, we're Koreans, we're colonized by the Japanese. So when they left, all we lost was time. We just went back being Koreans."
Like Maroons were in the jungle in South America, being what they were before that. Africans. Nigga, that's the difference why I'm telling you, you're not my race. Because your God is not my God. Your habits are not my habit, nigga. Your culture, what you suppose call culture of the plantation, is not mine. I don't know what plantation life is. Those who ran away from plantation, even that was 200 years ago. I've been in the jungle for 500 years, 500 years already there, nigga. I was there before the Dutch colonizer came there. That's why I speak English patois like Guyana, like I said, St. Martin, Barbados, and those things. That is patois for when I speak to those Negroes and people in the city. But we have our own language. Saramacano have their own language that you won't be able to understand. That's a kind of, many of those words, a large part of it is still African. Some of it is mixed with these things, Spanish and Portuguese. So that's the separate jungle patwa, you could say. But if an African listen to them, they will hear words and say, oh, these people are from this place like Guinea-Bissau or from Angola or something like that. Even in the war, in the civil war in Suriname, they called their rebel group was named Angola Crew. Yeah. Angola Crew is in Suriname dead with the Saramaccanos. These niggas, Jack. So I'ma leave it at this. I was gonna review more parts, but I'ma leave that for another video because it's already been like 2 hours, man. Because this jack off in the beginning, this fake Afro, because you fake, only Africans can be Afro. If you're not African, you cannot be an Afro. You're too stupid to know these things, and that happens when you have no culture, man. Let's listen to your deception master, the trick bag.
Even Cornell and Antonio Tone, something like that. Can't remember his last name. But they were speaking. They had a radio platform at the time. And at the
Yeah, it is Antonio Moore.
time, everybody was new to YouTube, was new to social media. And because they was talking about reparation, it got a lot of people's attention. Now, the reparation movement has been on the ground for decades. And Kroba and many other groups were on the ground fighting for reparation or putting in the works for reparation for decades in America. Building the coalition, building the political movement, lobbying of the different Congress people and representatives across America, bringing in celebrities, bringing in a lot of people. But when the social media part came in, the ADOS jumped ahead and jumped out and claimed that they are pushing reparation, that the old guards don't know how to push reparation. They're more sophisticated at it. We know what to do. So they took and started to beat the drum of reparation and start to accuse Obama of not delivering. And a lot of people rallied behind them. But then we noticed that they started to speak out against foreigners and other black people. It was extraordinary. It was anti-African. It was xenophobic. It was very hateful.
There's a huge bag for that. There's a huge bag for that.
But then the difference developed.
You see? He's saying is he took the money. You forgot Tariq Nasheed, eh?
A lot of people had difficulty accepting the American descendants of slavery. Everybody was like, what's that? Why would you want to be a descendant of slavery? As if our history began in slavery. So because of that now, Tariq Nasheed jumped into the discussion. He jumped in it and saying, no, we're not descendants of slavery. We're actually foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans, but Tariq Nasheed was not the originator of the term foundational Black Americans. The first time we actually heard that term, at least from my perspective, was Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, who worked in the Carter administration back in the 70s. Claude Anderson was very vocal about the need for reparative justice for African people. So what Tariq Nasheed did was utilize Claude Anderson's phrase, foundational Black America, hijacked it, weaponized it, and used it to replace American descendants of slavery and cause a rift between that group. So a lot of them split and went towards Tariq now under this new label, this new banner of foundational Black America. But they continue.
Exactly. Like he stole 1804 from the Haitians, stole the most of Europe, and tried to steal the American Maroon he saw on my channel, went there and yeah. Nigga, it's in your system to steal. You are a thief, nigga. I'ma leave it at this. Laters, man.